Well, Mark and I decided that we weren't going to have any more children. And so you have to go through all of the medical procedures to get to that point, to where they do the tubal. So I went to the doctor, and he did some tests, and he told me, you need to come back. So I went back, and I had that eerie feeling that most cancer patients have, and knew that it was, and that's what he told me. So they did a complete hysterectomy within about 3 weeks, and found out that I did have it. And so I went through radiation and chemotherapy, never lost my hair, knew that everything was going to be okay, and I've been cancer-free for 10 years.
That's good. And you've worked for Relay for Life for a long time. How long have you worked for Relay for Life?
9 years. I was one of the very first survivors that walked for the first year, and the next year I became the team captain. Got a team started, have been team captain, have been over the survivors for the last 3 years.
What would you say impressed you most about the group of survivors in Stewart County?
That's a good question. And I had trouble with it, but I got to thinking about it, and they have a really good support system. And they're not afraid to come out and support the relay, regardless of how hot or how cold. They're there.
Chelsea Stoner, who is our community representative for American Cancer Society, speaks highly of you being instrumental in the Relay for Life and supporting the Hope Lodge last year. What is the Hope Lodge?
The Hope Lodge is a facility that's in Nashville. It's a facility that's in Nashville that cancer patients can go and stay free of charge. And our donations, which include, it may be a roll of paper towels, it may be toilet paper, hotel soaps, small toiletries like that. Those things that we donate is something that they don't have. And by us donating those things, the cancer patients and a caregiver can stay there, and our dollars raised lets them stay there for free if their treatments are in Nashville. If they take their treatments in Clarksville, we still help them. They give out gas cards, something that I didn't know up until last year. That's how our dollars help. I just did a little bit of investigating, and that's how I found Hope Lodge.
That's really a great contribution to the folks of Stewart County and other counties as well. Makes a great bit of difference. Do you think your efforts will stay with Relay for Life as long as you're able to do that?
I plan on it. In some form or fashion.
I think you alluded to this a little bit, but how did Stewart County specifically support Hope Lodge?
Well, I brought the idea to one of the meetings, and I gave them a little bit of information that people could stay there for free, and that they had a wish list. I just made a few copies and passed it around, and they fell in love with the idea.
What benefits do people from Stewart County receive from our Relay for Life?
Well, as I said before, our dollars raised are taken up there, and they can go and stay. Of course, they have to be taking their treatments, and they have to call the 1-800 number and reserve a place for them to stay. And it's kind of like a miniature hotel for them.
Is there anything else you'd like to add about Hope Lodge, about anything?
I'm just glad that Stewart County's got a relay, and I hope that it continues and prospers and grows more and more every year. And I just wanted to give back.